Hi, this is Tim Gross from PianoGenius.com, and I have got my hands on a brand new Feurich Olya keyboard. Actually, I've got my butt on one, which is not going to last for long because I'm just about to open it up and see what we've got here. Feurich has been making pianos for well over 100 years. They're based in Europe, and they've recently moved into electronic keyboards. So let's take a look and see what we've got. From first impressions, the touch has a kind of a light feel, which I personally really like. I don't like the keyboards that are so hard to play that you know, you have to really work really hard to hit it. I've got actually the old school MIDI out, which you don't really see that much anymore, but it's good because it's just another backup. We also have USB, which I assume also works as a MIDI out. All right, they even provided a screwdriver, although I suppose I would probably grab a bigger one. Okay, so now we've got this, and we've got these four little things on the top that this is going to fit in, and then we'll drop it in there. Just got, yeah, just four of these little guys, and screw that down. And I wanted to point out a couple things. Going around and looking at the back, the connections that we have. So this is a MIDI. Like old school MIDI, so you can have this sent out to a software program, so whatever you play can be recorded. This is also MIDI, but it's USB, which is more common. It's cool that they kept the old school original one just in case somebody needs it. This is another connection to computers. And then this is a sustain pedal jack. And that means that you could just get a third-party sustain pedal and plug it into there and not have to use this. Because what I realize is the top of this is only attached to the stand just with four of these little screws. So this is holding the top here. But if I can just by hand reach under here and undo the four screws, and I could actually pick this keyboard up and put it in my car and take it to a gig and connect a regular sustain pedal to that. So I could use it as an in-house piano, nice little looking piano in the corner, and also use it live. So that kind of surprised me that it's so easy to take it off the bass, and also the fact that it comes with another sustain pedal jack. This has line in, meaning if you want to have sounds come into the piano, you can use that. This is line out, and that's what you would use to run 1/4-inch jacks out to an amp or to a PA. And this is headphones here. So that's what you'd normally expect. Headphones, the two line outs to run to an amp. And of course, there's speakers built into this as well. And so coming around here, another thing that surprised me is this heads-up display here, so that when you play a note, like middle C, it actually lays it out there. So if you're trying to understand how to read sheet music, it'll tell you what you're doing there, and it also shows it on the keyboard on the bottom. So that is pretty cool, and it's got a bunch of different sounds that we'll go through in a minute. But so it's a nice looking package, and I like the things that I just pointed out. So let's go through some of the sounds. Now, as far as usage and operation, very simple. Just have the on button right here, and this is a volume knob, which feels very nice, by the way. And then there are things here, acoustic piano, and there are a couple different sounds, few sounds for each one of these. That's acoustic piano, that's electric piano, harpsichord, organs, accordion, string ensemble, synths, pads, which is kind of like nice strings, guitars, vibraphone, and there's rhythm, there's drums, there's demos you can play, different things, and I haven't even gotten into everything that it can do. I got a place to plug in MP3, I assume, so you can have music play through the same speakers that you're playing through on the piano. So the basic pianos, and I'm going to plug this in and have it coming through a 1/4-inch, so I can actually capture the sound. But so that's the sound, and that's the default piano sound. I'm holding down the sustain pedal there, but and the quality of the samples sounds really good. I have a electric piano that sounds pretty good, but if you hold a note at some point the sample sort of ends and it turns into a kind of a tone instead of fading away naturally. And this sounds much nicer than that. And of course we can use the volume to change it up and down. I like the feel of the keyboard. It's really light, so you can now if you click on it again, you go to another acoustic piano sound. It sounds a little less bright maybe. And go to electric piano. It's kind of a Fender Rhodes sound. And anyway, so we'll go through all these. This is a very 80s kind of electric piano sound. Got harpsichords, got organ. So we'll go through those a little more in length, but main point is that everything looks great. The sounds that are built into it sound really nice. I like the responsiveness, the way the piano feels. It's not too hard, so you can play fast without having to push too hard, but it's got good resistance and looking good. So I think I'm gonna hook it up and take a look with the overhead cam. We'll be able to get a better look at everything. Okay, I'm going to play this like I would a portable keyboard now, so I just want to see how long it takes for me to take the frame off it. Like I was saying, that it seemed like it would be really easy. So, just going to lay it down, and we've got these 4 screws that you have. And the other thing is remove this, which is next to the pedals. That's how easy it was, and now I have myself a portable keyboard that I can go do a gig with. Haha. Hi, this video is for Feurich Olya keyboard users. I'm Tim Gross from PianoGenius.com, and I'm sitting in front of a Feurich Olya keyboard. Here we are. This is the full thing, 88 keys, comes all the way to here. And these are the main controls for changing around different sounds that I'm going to go through in a minute. And I had shown that it's really easy actually to take it apart from the bass. There's just 4 screws that you can just use with your finger, and you can pick it up and take it to a gig and plug in the back and run them into PA speakers or computers or whatever you're going to do. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm using this basically as a portable keyboard and using a sustain pedal that didn't come with the big stand, but just a regular plug-in sustain pedal, and it sounds great. So I'm going to bring the keys in just a little bit. Let's see what I can do here as far as increasing. There's no reason to have the keys be any farther away than they need to be there. Okay, I just zoomed this up so we've got the very bottom and the very highest key and everything in the middle. So let's just take a look at the sounds. This is the sound that you get when you first turn it on. It's Acoustic Piano 1, and you should be able to very slightly see it listed right there, GD Piano 1. And one of the cool things about this is, I wasn't expecting this, but when you play a chord, it actually shows you up here what the notes are that you're playing, so you can get familiar with being able to read sheet music that way. And on the bottom it shows you what you're playing on the piano up here with the sheet music. So that's pretty cool. Very cool, actually. So if you press it again, you get to the next piano sound, and it's a little brighter sounding. And that's probably the one I would use because I'm always a brighter, bigger, you know, kind of guy that I am. Okay, and next is electric piano. So if you click on that the first time, you get kind of a Fender Rhodes. You know, crazy. again, and you get kind of an 80s piano, electric piano. Kind of reminds me of Against All Odds. How can I just let you walk away? Just let you leave without a trace. Very cool, sort of 80s sound. And you know, I love the way when you get a different sound and just start sort of playing differently. Go to Harpsichords. Hit it again, you get octaves. Organ. Hit it again, and got sort of church organ. Accordions. Fun. Strings ensemble. And again. Synth. First one says jump brass, so that's remember in the 80s when that song came out, anytime you'd go to check out a new keyboard, that would be one of the sounds that came. So I think it says African brass. Let's just keep looking. Pads, which is very similar to strings, sort of fun. Sounds great. Guitars. That's called nylon guitar. See if there's another one. Jazz guitar. Vibraphone. Cool. Marimba. Very cool. So lots of fun. I'm going to go back to the acoustic. And I can see EQ and effects settings here, which I've just opened this thing up, so this is all new to me. But you can change the EQ and probably add reverb and different effects that you want. There's a section for drums here and rhythms. Haven't gotten into that stuff either. So this volume, the feels really nice, good quality about bringing it up and down. And overall, it just seems really great. Alright, so that's my first look at the Feurich Olya keyboard, and it sounds great. I hope you enjoyed the look yourself.